New year, new you makes zero sense to me. Instead, what I want to practice is instead of dismissing the old you, I want to practice on loving yourself today, body positivity. I always joke around with my clients and with the people who follow me on social media that I'm the BOPOPO, so I'm the body positivity police. And what I wanted to do today was just kind of give some BOPOPO preaching. I wanted to give some BOPOPO tips. So my number one tip would be I want you guys to celebrate the accomplishments of others. So this has nothing to do with you. Like, I'm cutting you out of the equation and I'm going straight to what is building a healthy mindset. I need you to celebrate the accomplishments of others. What this means is I want you to be the person that somebody goes to brag a little bit, to talk about why they're feeling so proud of themselves, why they're feeling so good about themselves. Because when you're that person, when you are encouraging others to speak about their accomplishments, you are basically fostering an attitude where you're encouraging others to be brave and to make changes. So instead of shooting people down and like kind of rolling your eyes and thinking like, oh, this person's obsessed with themselves, be that patient person who's listening and encouraging, because you're the force that's willing goodness and courage to make changes in the world. Like, you are a powerful force to be reckoned with if you have the patience to be the go-to person that someone runs to whenever they have something exciting going on in their life. My second tip, we're gonna go back to you, okay? Now we talked about them, let's go back to you now. I want you to accept compliments, okay? This was something that for years I struggled with. Someone would compliment me and I'd be like, oh yeah, but not really, or like, oh yeah, like, but she's prettier, or she's smarter, or she's more successful. Guys, blah, 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 but shut up. Like, say thank you and move on. If it's really uncomfortable for you, all you have to say is smile, say thank you, and then literally change the subject, walk away. But do not put yourself down. Do not dismiss that compliment because you are trying to what? You're worried of what someone else is going to think about you. You're worried that someone is going to say, oh, she accepted that compliment. She must think she is the bomb.com. Guess what? You are the bomb.com. You need to put that out in the world. Because as soon as you believe that in yourself, you are going to own your goals. Forget about the nutrition goals, the health goals, the exercise goals. I mean, all of your goals. They're just going to like fall into place. So body positivity, BOPOPO tip number 2, accept compliments. All you have to do is these 2 little words. Thank you. Done. Done. That one's easy. That one's super easy. That one doesn't even count. That's so easy. Tip number 3. We're going to go back to the other person. We're going to go back to being the example. I want you to applaud others for having confidence and for having good fortune, rather than having judgment or envy or criticism. Okay, now this is actually, I'm going to confess, this is one of my New Year's resolutions. I always set a mantra or a mindset with the Running Lifestyle Show podcast host, Carrie Gormley. And this year mine is going to be abundance, because I really want to move away from having that mindset of envy or judgment or criticism when someone is doing better than me. And I think this is very human. I think I'm a good person. I really love when other people are doing well. I get excited for people. I love with my whole heart. I'm definitely, I think I'm a good person, but I am human and I can't help but have that pang of jealousy when I hear that someone's doing so well, especially if it's in a pursuit that I have personally. It's been particularly hard. I have a broken foot right now, and when someone says they like ran a race or they did some exercise thing that I wish I was doing, I feel like pure envy. But I don't want to have that anymore. I want to have this abundant mindset. So I want you guys to applaud people when something good happens to them, rather than feeling envious, or rather than feeling judgment or criticism, or kind of rolling your eyes and being like, oh, well, she only has that because daddy gave it to her, or he only did that because he got a month off of work. Okay, I want you instead, listen to how simple this is. Listen to how easy this is. I want you instead to say this: good for them. Good for you. Good for her. Personally, I have a very deep faith in spirituality, so I like to say, God bless that person. God bless him. God bless her. And I started doing that in 2016, and it's been very powerful for me. There is enough wealth, there is enough happiness, there is enough good in the world to share. It doesn't have to only be that one person, it doesn't have to only be you. There's enough to go around. So we gotta stop with the envy. And I'm talking to myself too, okay? My last tip is I want you guys to refuse to partake in negative conversation. I want you to refuse to gossip about others when they have an accomplishment or they make a brave or a different or a unique choice. Okay, because when we are gossiping about people behind their back, we're talking about other people behind their back because they are different, they are standing out in the crowd. You know what we're doing? We are discouraging people from pursuing their dreams. We are discouraging people from making a change. We are discouraging people from stepping on the scale and facing reality and going to the gym and going to the lifting room and lifting the puny 5 pounds weights. But you know what? We need to all remember, everyone has to start somewhere. So again, if you hear someone trying to draw you into a conversation where they are trying to gossip about someone behind their back, same as number 3. All you gotta say is, you know what? Good for them. You know what? God bless them that they're making a change. I wish I was that brave. I want us to all adjust our mindset because body positivity, having self-love and self-worth and self-respect is about more than looking in the mirror and thinking you are Miss Thang. It's about way more than that. It's about embracing people for who they are. It's about embracing yourself for who you are. So all those things I just talked about, all those rules I just laid down for BOPOPO, for body positivity policing, I want you to start not only doing that and living it, I want you to feel that way towards yourself. Because when you start putting all this good out into the world, when you start being the person that people can lean on and trust to be a celebrating agent, you are literally, though, changing your mindset to be someone who takes on change, who takes on goals setting, who takes on things full force and can do anything that he or she sets her mind to. So guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys will be change agents. You will be BOPOPO, body positivity police. I hope you can take my 4 tips and you can start applying them right here, right now. That was taken actually from my newsletter. That was a segment in my newsletter. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go to SerenaMarieRD.com, sign up for my newsletter. Thank you again for listening, and go to SerenaMarieRD.com to get more tips on being a better you in 2017, not a new year, new you. Like, F that, I hate that.